Yo, what's good? It's SoaR Guapee back again, and today I'm bringing you the 5 best class-based legends in terms of ranking. So not the best 5 legends overall, but if we were to pick one legend from every class, that's what we're going to be ranking. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so starting off with the Assault class. Obviously this is where my boy is, and we may as well start with the fact that ironically, I think the worst legend within this category is actually Revenant. Revenant's the worst here. I hate to break it to you. Ashe is a close second, and this is simply because I think Ashe would be good if her tactical wasn't so slow. I genuinely think the tactical is terrible just because of the casting speed. If it was really fast, I think Ashe would be a much higher level than Rev. After that, it's got to be Fuse. Fuse is seriously slept on. In terms of DPS, he's got to be the highest damage legend in the game. The amount of damage he can put out with your spamming grenades and his tactical and his ult. The juicy stuff we'll get into is the debate between Bangalore and Mad Maggie. They're so similar. Obviously, they both have a speed boost. They're insane close range fights with SMGs and shotguns. The reason why I'd say that I think Bangalore is probably the best assault class legend in the game. She does kind of what Mad Maggie does with the speed, except the benefits that she gets with the smoke and digi threats. Bang is insane. Her movement passive is so reliable. It's just completely free speed boost from getting shot at. Mad Maggie doesn't have the same versatility. Her tactical is good, but I'd say that Bangalore, easily the best within her class. She's been the most slept on legend for the longest time. I genuinely don't understand why people don't think she's that good. Her ult has always been pretty mid, obviously because of its speed, but her passive and the smokes and the things you can do with it are insane. And yeah, she's easily the best assault class legend right now for sure. Moving on to the skirmishers, Wraith's been having a good season. If there's any legend meta that we see across the game, across, you know, pubs, ranked and comp, I think the most healthy one, even if you hate Wraith, the most healthy meta in the game always was Wraith. Like back in the day, one of the more, I guess, least annoying metas to deal with because she has a quite healthy play style and something that requires a lot of practice and skill to master. I think it's great that she's doing well. I mean, she's fantastic. The portal changes are wonderful. It's so much fun to see people actually, you know, having fun with some movement again, even if it's just with a speed boost. I'd say she's the best within this class if we're talking overall. I know Valk is still seeing use in comp, so I'd say Valk is also up there. Mirage, okay, we've seen a lot of Mirage lately, but it's kind of just for people having fun. He's still so unreliable. Obviously, the better players you're fighting, the worse he's going to be. Pathfinder and Octane, I honestly feel like they're on the same level still. They've been kind of stagnant for a while now, and even with the new changes, Pathfinder's still good. Horizon, although I haven't really seen too much of her, I'd say she's still fine. Her and Valk, honestly, quite comparable. There's a pretty murky list in the skirmishers. I'd say Wraith is just the most overall best character within this class, without doubt. Alrighty, so moving on to Recon. Now, this has got to be the most AIDS class in the game. I mean, who the hell likes these characters? We got the wallhack legends here. I can't believe that even after the nerfs, SoaR is still relevant in the game overall. I haven't been running into him that much, but again, I don't really play a lot of ranked, so I can only imagine how annoying he is over there. He's still the best. Easily the best character within this class. I'd say after that, Bloodhound still seems fine. I mean, Bloodhound's been fine for a minute. He's just decent. Crypto will always be a legend that is sitting on the sidelines, who people think is completely useless, only to then be busted out in comp. This legend is only good at high level. I mean, Vantage is just a gimmick. She's still just sat there sniping at long range. You only ever really get annoyed by her. I don't think she's that useful at all. Moving on to support, this is a really consistent set of legends here. I'd say that Lifeline is the weakest. You don't really see a lot of Lifeline. I think her changes that she's gotten, they've only really gone so far. I feel like this is a character that should probably stay within the, I guess the pub or rank meta overall, considering that if they were to give her a fast heal back, she would fit. It's nice to see that Loba's finally being able to, you know, craft banners, even though it's not only her. I think Loba's decent. She's missing a couple of quality of life changes to really like put her at the top level. The speed of the ring that she has. Let's say when you're like, as soon as you throw the ring and you teleport, the speed in which you put the ring away should be faster. Being able to block doors with the ult, it sounds like super niche stuff, but it goes a long way. Now Gibby, I kind of see him in a crypto spot right now where he's being kind of made irrelevant by the fact that Newcastle exists. Gibby's great. He's still good. He's still so good. He might even be in one of the better spots in the game overall right now. But of course, Newcastle came out, and Newcastle is just ridiculous. I mean, I don't think he's completely busted per se, at least from experience, but the skill ceiling of his tactical is nuts. The peak plays that you can do with it, the control you can have. Easily the best legend within this class if we're talking all levels of play. Newcastle is at the top for sure. And for the last class, which, I mean, talk about the most annoying class to fight in the game. I mean, look at these goobers. Defensive legends, they all basically have the same playstyle. I mean, Catalyst is a bit more fast-paced, I guess. Every legend here is super comparable. I think it's safe to say Rampart's the weakest. Every other legend seems to have use, and I think Caustic and Watson are basically on the same level. And Catalyst, I mean, she's only really falling into the meta right now just because of how insane her wall is with the Seer. I don't think she's going to be insane over time unless they change her. The ultimate is really just carrying her kit. I think the tactical is fine, the passive is great. She's not the most annoying legend to fight. I think Caustic and Watson are up for that medal. All of these legends this is probably the most consistent class. If we look at everyone here, these four are so similar in terms of the way that they're played. And I'd have Catalyst first, Caustic second, Watson third, and then probably Rampart last. Yeah, I think that's it overall. So the 5 best, not legends overall, but if we're picking one legend per class, I'm gonna have to go with Bangalore from Assault, Wraith from Skirmishers, Seer from Recon, Newcastle from Support, and then Catalyst from Controller. Yeah, I guess if you want to pick class-based, then I would suggest going with those characters. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like and sub. We're trying to grow the SoaR Apex YouTube channel a lot lately. We're going to be posting here quite often from, you know, as many players on the org that are currently cranking Apex. So hope you guys have been enjoying the videos, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.